Don't try to tell me I'm not alone when I'm lonely. You don't know that much about me, it seems. Don't try to fix me. I'm not a heart that is missing a certain part. Are you listening to me? Just sing me a song like nothing is wrong, and you will make it okay. Don't say I'm pretty when I cry. No, I'm not really the type to let my guard down. I heard everybody that gets close, but I'm hoping that I won't with you this time around. Just sing me a song like nothing is wrong, and you will make it okay. Just sing in the dark while if these walls could speak, they'd have nothing to say. If these ears could hear again, would they hear you breathe my name? Absent-hearted at dawn, will the heavens turn their aim? And dare I moan a word once more? Every day persists the same.
왜? 와 진짜 뜨거운데 장난 아니다. 와 손가락 죽겠네. 위에도 있어.
Don't wait for me, honey. Don't wait. 'Cause I'm always heading your way.
진짜 좋지 않아? 그래서 오피니 오고 싶지 않아?
And I know exactly what I'm looking for.
가을이다.
And as we grow,
무거워지면 진짜 이뻐.
I'll keep running till I can. You'll always steal my breath away. Yeah. You'll always be my heart, my life. Every second, every day.
Stand down, darling. We've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart. Time will tell us. Will we fall in love again, or is this the end? Pour your soul out over my skin. Nobody else would get like you do, like you do. Oh, stand down, darling. Now we've gone too far this time. Left a hole in place of my heart. Time will tell us all. Will we fall in love again, or is this the end?
트렌드는 좀 잘 읽는 것 같아.
자기 잘하지? 자기 엄청.
연말에 딱 에이전트 시작해가지고
응, 그러니까. 그 물촉촉해 보이듯이.
나왔어요?
레몬즙이 나한테 왔어요? 그냥 말았어. 맛있겠다. 피자가. 색깔이 좋아. 이야. 바지가 너무 맛있어. 바지가 끝에가 되게 크리스피. 오늘 진짜 날씨가 좋다. 안 일어나고. 야, 너 그래서? 그러니까 빨리 일찍 일어나라니까, 아침에. 오, 샌드위치가 되게 크네. 바지. 얘가 바지 페스토. 이거 뭐야? 클럽 샌드위치야?
이탈리아.
오, 맛있겠다. 높게 너무 맛있게 생겼어.
여기 괜찮지, 가격 이거.
응. 성수동빵.
지니 샌드.
장암은? 맞아. 거긴 좀 양이 너무 작았어. 응.
When that sleep won't come and you've cried your sum, let it come to you. There's nothing you can do until I see you smile just below those eyes that tell me you're okay. It's written on your face. As you come to light, I come alive. Your silhouette in the summer sky. But this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. Turn your sorrow in, burn every piece of it. Let me comfort you, I'll be your go-to. Cause these are youthful days, we will grow in great, worse or better. Our time is together. You must know that I love you so. Never bargain you for your weight in gold. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better.
해서 저기가 가운데가. 제가 나왔어, 케빈이가. 안녕. 잘 있었어? 뭐 좋은가 봐. 어이구, 오늘 기분이 좋나 봐.
모를까?
오, 더 좋다. 온 사람이 없어가지고. 신났다. 근데 결국에는 그거 같아. 영상이? 그렇네. 잘 나오자. 날이 완전 더워지기 전에.
보여주면 뭔가 막 벅차오르는 그런 게 있잖아요.
응.
나는 이거 자체가 쉽지 않다.
I don't know how to be a poet or a sage. All I can do is just tell you in this simple way. Yeah, I'm so in love with you. I don't know what to do. I'm so Don't try to tell me I'm not alone when I'm lonely. You don't know that much about me, it seems. Don't try to fix me. I'm not a heart that is missing a certain part. Are you listening to me? Just sing me a song like nothing is wrong, and you will make it okay. Just sing in the dark while I fall apart. Nightingale, nightingale. Whoa, don't say I'm pretty when I cry.